The student mind. We are all here to figure stuff out. We are all here to improve and learn. We are all students of this life. And in today's video, I'm going to share with you exactly how you can develop the mind of a student of this life. So the student mind is actually a mindset that you develop where you can actually learn from every situation and every person. You can see anything as an opportunity to grow. I developed the student mind almost seven months ago, and actually helped me a lot. Any situation that I face in my life, literally any single one of them, I can see as an opportunity to grow, and I can take something out of it, a learning for myself. And that's exactly what the student mind is all about. It's about learning from anything and anyone. But now, how do we actually do that? How do we develop the mindset of somebody that can learn all the time? How can we develop the student mindset? And to be quite honest, it's just 2 points. It's just two points you actually need to follow to have this mindset of learning and improving all the time. So at first, you need to get very conscious. You need to get very conscious of everything that is happening around you. Most people in today's day and age just walk through their lives not actually realizing or perceiving anything. They just walk through it. You need to get perspicacious. You need to actually start seeing things, see things moving in your environment, and actually perceive as much as just possible. And second, you need to start paying very close attention to what people say. I mean, the best example for that is remembering people's names. Most of the times we just go and meet a new person and we don't actually pay attention to what they say. We just go into our autopilot. We say, oh yeah, what's your name? They say their name and we're not actually paying close attention to it, and that is why we don't remember the name. Most of us don't remember the names just because we don't pay attention. And that's exactly how you can actually get much more out of every discussion and every situation. Because if you actually start paying attention, you start actually learning something out of every single person. Most of us are just preparing our answer while the other person is talking. He is talking and we are just putting together our answer that we are going to tell, and we're not actually paying close attention to what they say. And once they're done talking, we just shoot our answer out, and then once they start answering again, we just start putting together our next answer again. But if you actually want to be and develop the student mind, you need to start paying very, very close attention to what they say. You can't be just preparing your answer in your head right when they start talking. You need to actually listen to what they say. It seems so easy, but still, so many people don't do it. And I didn't do it for such a long time. But that's actually the key to actually get the most out of every discussion, every situation, and actually get out the value of what people say. And that's exactly what you need to do if you want to develop a student mind. First of all, get very conscious. Get perspicacious of your environment. And second, start actually paying very close attention to what people say. And this all dives in how we actually learn. How we actually train our brain to memorize and remember things. Because our brain just cuts out everything that isn't important for it. So if you want to remember stuff, if you want to learn something, if you want to build up new knowledge, you need to make it as important as just possible for your mind, for your brain. Because that is exactly where you're going to remember it. It's not that you are not actually learning good or that you're not good at learning new things. It's just that you're not interested in it. You need at first to find your why. Why are you learning it? Why do you want to pay very close attention to what people say? Because you want to have the knowledge. You want to get the value out of what they say. You want to learn new things. If you don't have a why, you won't actually learn something. I mean, the best example for it is, let's say in primary school, I always had these people that in school they weren't actually that good. But once we started playing FIFA, they could remember any name of any person and any card that was in this game. They remembered every single one of them. And that's just because they had their why. Their why was in FIFA. They wanted to learn every character in FIFA. That was where they were actually interested in. But in school, where they were actually weren't interested in, they didn't learn anything because they didn't really care. So you need to always find your why, and that doesn't mean that you can only learn the things that are the most fun. No, you can actually program your mind into making something important. I will give you an example. If you need to study for a test in school, you need to actually program your mind into making it important. So a way I always did it is to make a challenge out of it. With your brother, with your friend, or just somebody of your class. Say, I'm going to have a better grade than you, and the one that has a better grade at the end of the test is going to get $10. And then for your mind, it actually gets important, and you start learning, because in your mind it's important because you can't lose this $10, you want to win them. And that's a very, very good strategy on how you can actually make something important for your mind, and that results in that you actually start remembering it. You start memorizing it and you actually learn it properly. So before you start learning something new, get clear about your why. Because the person that is clear about his why will find any how. That you stay to this part of the video genuinely means a lot to me. And that is why I want to share with you a bonus tip that always helped me remembering and learning more out of any situation and person. And that's just writing down and reflecting on anything and any event that happens in your life. Anytime I have a discussion or I learned something new or I was at an event or anything, I picked up my phone or took quickly a notebook and just wrote down and reflected on the moment. What did I learn? What did I realize? What could I improve? And also, how can I apply it directly into my life? It always helps you to actually, first of all, reflect on it and get clearer and sort these learnings in your brain. This makes such a difference in actually remembering and memorizing these things. You will learn so much more because it makes it, first of all, so much important for your mind, and you actually get clear and sort it out how you're actually going to apply it. I mean, most of the times when we have a great discussion or we're at a great event or something, we always just go through it and the next day we just live as normal as we did before. But you can actually change that into sitting down only 5 to 10 minutes or something, and just sitting down and ask yourself, how am I going to apply it? What did I really learn? What are the realizations that I made? And all these things. It helped me enormously. I almost do this for 2 years now, and I don't know. It's also, you can look at it if you want to later on. I mean, now I have notes of myself when I was 14, and just writing down my thoughts and my realizations that I had, and you can actually do that with anything. That is the key to the student mind. Be very conscious and perspicacious of your environment, and pay very, very close attention. And then afterwards, reflect on it. Reflect on the situations. And that's exactly the key to the student mind. Learn, develop, improve, and figure stuff out. And on that note, I really thank you for watching this video to the end, and I'm going to see you in the next one.